Oh, whoa! Guess what time it is?
Tony,
What time is it, Tony?
Tony,
Helpdesk time.
how'd you get back in here? They
What?
just let anybody in here
Yeah.
nowadays.
Oh, yeah. This is one of those places where you want to be in the club until you realize it's not very exclusive and they'll let anyone in, and then you don't want to be in the club.
We want you to feel special, but we're not that special.
Holy cow, we have a lot of
so
freaking
there's
stories
that.
tonight.
This is
It's like
Geekshow
Costco.
Helpdesk, where we're talking
Yeah,
about tech,
Jaren, it's like Costco.
gadgets, science-related things, and
Costco.
Let's introduce our panelists before we get any further. We got a Jimmy Eat World fan right here.
You're
Mr.
just
Owen.
you're just in the middle. Take a breath. That's what I'm doing. Yep, find me here talking about tech things. Unless last week where they giving crap for talking about Firefly and saying it's not tech stuff. Whatever.
Dude, you know what you're
That's your
doing.
one.
That's a mulligan. Everybody gets a mulligan. Well,
I'm not
Lando's got
counting.
a couple of
I'm
mulligans
not.
already.
I'm not.
I-
I don't want
I
to.
have
Exactly.
not, Tony.
I don't want to. I'm officially not turning in my mulligan card for that. I don't count it. Tony, I reject it.
I don't count mine either, Owen. We're in the same club, my dude.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute. Owen
Yeah.
can do
I
that.
don't-
I don't think Lando can.
I don't think it works like that. I think I just hand you the mulligan card and say, "Here's your mulligan."
No,
card.
no, no.
You don't have another one coming.
I've got a lot. I've played a lot of. I've hit the ball into the last hole at the mini golf. I've got a lot of free games, Tony.
You only have power in as much as we give it to you.
Yeah.
Three of us band together, you are out.
He's right.
I would never vote you out, Owen. I'm on Team Owen until the
I'm
end.
talking about Tony, Lando. Keep up.
Oh, 100%. I'm not voting
Yeah.
Tony off the island
This is-
tomorrow.
This is also true, except I control all the technology that's running this.
We can
so-
figure this out without you. We don't need you.
I could. No, I couldn't.
All right. Lando's excited for balls.
Baseball is here.
Oh.
Only as of this recording, there are 3 sleeps until my emotional well-being is based off how well my team does in games. I'm so
isn't
excited.
That nice to know.
That's
Only
That
3
doesn't
sleeps.
sound great.
This is why one of the reasons I can't get behind sports very much is because I see too many sports fans that their mood is completely dependent on how their sports teams do.
It's
like I don't need
wonderful.
That in my life.
I'd
It's
much rather have my
the
mood
best.
based on if my tech is working properly or
or like how
Here,
much
here.
caffeine I have. You know,
Yes,
like
I like
chem-
both of these.
those sound
chemical.
awful.
chemical.
No. Baseball. Baseball, my dudes.
No.
All right, moving along. It's Jaren, Destroyer
I-
of Worlds.
am Jaren. Do I sound deeper and sexier?
No, you just kinda
deeper,
sound like you got
yes,
a sore
sexier, no.
throat.
I will take one of those. Thank you, Lando. I'm Jaren.
Yeah,
you
you
can
s-
find me on Blue Sky at Geronius. And I went through puberty, I guess. I don't know
At
how
age 40.
or why.
He's still trying to decide, I guess.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Must be
Anyway.
frickin' nice.
Would it be?
No.
Introduce our
Just
introduce our host so we can.
Oh, am I
move
the last
along.
one? And we got
Yeah.
a host. His
You
name
gotta-
is Tony.
You gotta
That's
pay
right.
attention,
Yep. Check me out on Blue Sky. Occasionally I post there or on other Geek Show podcast things. That
Jaren. I've only been here for 2 minutes, cow. And we were wondering why I'm still here? Oh, you're talking about when we were voting each other off the island. That's a good question. I provide lots of high-quality content for this show. We can argue about the game show, fine. But this show, I am here for the long haul.
Yeah.
all right, we're just
Cow.
gonna take that for what it's worth and move on to emails. Do we have any emails?
No.
Are you sure this time?
Yes.
How sure?
Yes.
Okay.
That
Yes.
sounds less sure.
Yes. No, that's very sure. If
Go-
all you
we'll-
if
we'll
all
go
you
with
have to
it.
do is repeat yourself, that
We'll go with it.
is sure. That's confidence.
The
I
second
don't
time
have.
was like, sure?
no. it
Yes?
was not.
I am confident that we have not any gotten email for a show.
Nailed it. All right, moving along to the second best section, carbonation station.
I want one of those so bad right now, but I've already had my allotment.
Yep. You got to be careful with the caffeine, you know? Too much is no good for you.
No, it's good. It just doesn't. It's not healthy.
That's what I said. Not good
Oh.
for you.
To me, I had
Look
to
like
find
you're
this thing's
glowing,
very.
Owen.
Am I? Oh, I've got a
Yeah.
white. There's a screen over here that's putting out too much bright white. How
Oh,
about
I
that?
thought it was
It's all the caffeine.
perhaps aging in reverse or something.
All right, so
Oh.
today for Carbonation Station, I have a little guy here called C4. Right there. Wait, where'd the... There it
There you
is.
go.
Mango Fuego.
Hmm.
I was quite excited for this because if you look at the can right here, we've got
It's
a
got mango and peppers.
and peppers.
So
Ooh,
it's
I'm
got
in.
So I fully expected this to be a mango, spicy mango flavor.
Was it
I
that?
was somewhat disappointed. I
Oh.
think there is
Just
the
too much.
barest hint of spice, like just the teeniest.
So it's
They're like-
gringo spicy then.
they're like-
it's, I
well,
don't even
those-
know if it qualifies as gringo.
Because those
spicy,
peppers
but
on theirs look like habanero or something. So it's like,
Yeah.
they're like,
Like, this is like- I would
turns
call
out
this-
capsaicin is bitter.
I would call this like
so,
England spicy.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It's-
so it's
So-
sweet then.
So a little
Yeah.
bit lower than pepper.
However, that being said, it is pretty tasty still. They nailed the mango flavor, at least the artificial mango flavor.
Is there a
And-
spicy drink out there?
There's a few if you hunt. Most of
They
them
make
are ginger,
spicy adult beverages that are
most,
quite
most
tasty.
of them are ginger based, but there are
Yeah.
some that are pepper based. There was a version of G Fuel, the powder, that was a special collaboration with Doom, and they called it Spicy Demonade, and it was spicy lemonade.
That sounds really
Oh,
good.
okay.
It was actually quite good. I like it. I have some upstairs still.
I like
have
a
half
spicy
tub
drink.
still. It's very good. So anyway, back to the C4 Mango Fuego. Zero sugar, all your regular C4 pre-workout style stuff in there. So if you drink it, you might get itchy skin for the beta
Niacin.
and the niacin.
Can't pass. Trust me.
200 milligrams of caffeine in the 16-ounce can. No sugar. Still managed to somehow get 5 calories in there. I'm not sure what it's from though, but
It's the
sucralose
spicy
or something.
5 calories of spice.
No, there's not even 5 calories.
Probably
It's
just
like-
that health. It's probably just that health spec that they're like, at least 5 rats fall in, so we have to say there's some calories in
Just
there.
in case. 5
Yeah.
rats per bat.
It's funny.
But yeah, if you like a mango drink and you don't mind the possible itchiness of the pre-workout style energy drink, I would definitely say give this a shot. Quite good. Give the flavor 8.5. I would definitely buy it again on sale. Maybe even full price if I was really Actually, I would buy it again full price if I forgot to take a pre-workout and I was headed to the gym and I was stopped off at the gas station or something. I would definitely, in that case. Kick, it's C4 pre-workout, so it's got plenty of that. 9 out of 10 on the kick, 8.5 on the flavor. Good stuff right there. I quite enjoyed. All right, moving along to let's talk about, I think, good news. OpenAI has decided to dump Sora.
Yeah, their social network app where all
I
the
didn't
videos were AI generated.
I didn't even know it was considered a social network until
I did not
this.
either.
This
I'm-
is the
I used-
the
I
AI
used-
slop app, right?
Yes, the AI slop app. So
I
they
used-
still
I
have their
used Sora for the
video
video, okay.
generator.
Because I used it for image creation, which is pretty
Yeah.
cool.
But this was strictly their social network app.
Oh, so they're keeping the image generator aspect of it?
Oh yeah, they're not
Are
tossing
you
that
sure?
out. Yeah.
Because part of this, I don't know if it's on this article, but part of the news on this was also Disney backed out of its deal with them. Disney had invested $1 billion to have their stuff available, some of their stuff available on Sora,
Weird.
and maybe they just meant the platform and not
Yeah,
the
maybe.
AI video creation.
I mean, it makes
aspect.
sense. It made big waves the
Oh,
week
yeah,
it
people
came
did.
out.
People did not like hearing about that.
The week it came out. After that, you just didn't hear anything about it.
Such as the news cycle.
I would see
unfortunately.
Sora videos on Instagram from time to time, and the way you knew they were Sora is that the Sora watermark was blurred out.
Nice try.
Yeah, so it was probably crazy expensive to keep going, and it sounded like they didn't have the
Well,
mass needed to make money from it.
yeah, you remember our article a couple of weeks ago that talked about the burn rate OpenAI has on cash right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's absurd. It is
Absurd.
completely unsustainable. Doesn't make any sense. Is that it?
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
Maybe it's
You want to know how you know it's it? There was a Jaren pause.
Maybe it's the canary in the coal mine. I doubt it.
I doubt
But
it, but maybe.
Maybe we'll see the big AI crash. Lando's picking his nose. Maybe we'll see the big AI crash that will finally lower memory prices again.
It could portend such occurrences. We will find out.
Mm,
Speaking of AI, we got the article here from Owen about Mr.
Mr.
Jensen Huang.
Mr. Jensen Huang getting a little ahead of himself. Stepped right on a landmine, if you ask me. You know, he was on a podcast, and he said, "Oh, I think we've already achieved AGI."
Nope.
Now,
What's AGI? Oh, artificial general intelligence. Got it.
artificial general intelligence, meaning it's thinking for itself fully,
Yep.
without human interaction, and that's a big. Not only is that big in the AI space, right? Like AGI. Remember we talked about that guy that sued Google a year or two ago? Was it when because he's like, it's alive, and he was like trying to like say it's live.
Yep.
But there's also a lot of financial verbiage tuned to the term artificial general intelligence with Microsoft and OpenAI too. But in the podcast, they're talking about, the guy asked him, so how what do you think about artificial intelligence? Like, what can we do? When could it do your job as a CEO? And Jensen basically said, I think it already can. I think we've already achieved AGI. And the podcast host was like, you're gonna get, it says, quote here, you're gonna get a lot of people excited with that statement. And Jensen continued to go on to mention OpenClaw, which I haven't done a lot of research in, but it seems pretty cool. There's another claw application. What's it called? You guys know what it is?
Is this
And
like a claw machine?
No,
What are we talking about?
OpenClaw is an AI agent platform. Basically, you can basically go get them. And
I was just
and
thinking
use them
about
for your-
aliens from Toy Story. Is all I was thinking
People
about.
put them up there, and you can go up there.
Claw.
NVIDIA basically recently supported or backed OpenClaw or whatever, and now they went viral. He says they're using their AI agents to do all sorts of things, and he wouldn't be surprised if some social thing happened or somebody created a digital influencer or something, and that went AGI. But then he
Went AGI.
he doesn't say that specifically. He just says if it went something to feed your little Tamagotchi or something is exactly what he said. But so then in the same podcast he's like, uh-oh. I bet he started getting texts. I bet he looked down at his smartwatch and was like, retract.
Or he really
backpedal.
thought about what he said.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait a second.
And he goes, but then he seemed slightly to walk back his claim, saying, I mean, a lot of people use it for a few months and then it kind of dies away. He's like, the odds of 100,000 of those little AI agents building NVIDIA is 0%. Basically, he was saying AGI couldn't be used to replace a company, though. The 100,000, I believe he was referencing, was to the employee count at NVIDIA, I assume. I don't know what their head count is. I tried to figure out the 100,000 reference, but I assume it's using those agents to build a company like NVIDIA. So he basically said, but I mean, they couldn't.
Actually, no, they could do that.
But they can't. They're not. We don't want them to actually replace us. So anyway, yeah, just gotta be careful what you say out there about AGI. It's a pretty touchy subject in the AI averse. Mr. Jensen.
Indeed.
Thanks, Owen.
Let's see. Do we have any more AI? That might be the last AI related article. Well,
the robotaxi.
Robotaxi stuff. Yeah,
The
let's head off
robotaxi.
with
This is pretty interesting. So, there was an event of an attack people were in a Waymo, and I want to say it was a 37-year-old tech worker, Doug Fulop. I don't know who that is, but there was an event where they got in their Waymo robotaxi, and some very disgruntled person who did not like robot taxis started screaming at them how they're giving their money to a robot and blah blah blah, and he started pounding on the windows, going from window to window, hitting every window, trying to unlock the doors. He said he was going to kill the guy inside.
We're just riding in the taxi?
Yeah.
Wow. I
Like
think I ran across that guy on Blue Sky.
I think you did.
And the Waymo software is hard coded. If there is a person, it stops. It will not go. And he stepped in front of the vehicle, and then because he was close enough within the proximity sensors of the Waymo, it would not drive away, regardless. They called Waymo. They called 911. Waymo was like, "Yeah, sorry, we're not moving the car if there's a person nearby." Right? They're just not gonna. They're not gonna take that liability on.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's not like it's bulletproof glass or anything, right? Like, it is still just a regular car. And so he was pounding on the glass and he was screaming and really trying to get in the car. And for 6 minutes, these passengers were terrified until eventually the crowd outside, because humanity is horrible, they started cheering the guy on. And
Of course they did.
And it distracted him enough that he stepped back from the vehicle just enough, and the software was able to drive them away. But my question here, do you think there should be like a manual override? Like, could the passengers maybe should have been able to jump to the front or something with Waymo's approval, of course. Like, if you're in a position like that, like, wouldn't Waymo want the option to save the passengers' lives instead of just worrying about?
A robot may not injure a human or allow a human to come to harm through inaction.
Yeah,
A robot must obey human orders unless they conflict with the first law.
I think Isaac Asimov had it right.
This is it.
Here's the thing.
That's it. But that's a
about-
juxtaposition of that rule. Did they potentially hurt a human, or do nothing and the humans inside get hurt?
Yep. If you really think about the 3 laws of robotics, or whatever it's called specifically by Asimov, the guy really thought it through. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if you could get a whole lot better.
I have pondered those for a long learning that the Isaac Asimov laws are fictional, right?
Yeah.
Like, because at first I was like, actually, those make quite a bit of sense. Why aren't we using that for everything?
Well, because governments, right?
Right.
They want to
Exactly.
kill people without
Exactly.
getting their hands dirty.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly.
Governments.
They're like, yeah, governments are like, that's going to go against our core. Anyway, I think maybe there should be a manual override. They called Waymo and they're on support with them, and they're like, sorry, we're not driving away if there's a person close, and we can't remote take over and just drive it away for you.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
I don't know. I would have.
Tough
I don't
call.
know. The guy hasn't ridden in a. Let me just say he hasn't ridden in a Waymo since January. So
So the mob won.
the mob won.
The mob won.
The
apparently.
mob won. Right. That's what terrorism does. Fear. Anyway, be careful out there.
Never
And-
see me coming.
Exactly. All you have to do is make people afraid.
All right.
Thanks for that, Owen.
Yeah, that was a great story. Super
I
happy.
feel bad for both of my stories now.
And I like how you tied a bow on that at the end.
Just make people afraid.
Oh man! All right, Jaron. Why don't you cheer us up with a Donut Labs test? I guess
They released yet another test.
Let's go.
Not the test everyone wants.
Yeah, they're still
Oh.
doing the little ones that are
They're stringing us along.
like, come on.
If they're screwing everyone over, then I want to be so pissed at this point.
Oh yeah.
Next week. or
What was the
week
test
after.
this time, Jaron?
I
test
I
was-
only have a few more posts from them before I'm like, feels like you're
Well, they're
hiding it.
running out of rinky-dink tests.
Yeah,
to run,
exactly.
Right. is the thing.
Exactly.
So this was a damage test to make sure that it didn't light on fire or
That's
cause
important. That's
excessive
important.
damage.
Fine,
if,
that's
if
an
the
important
battery
test.
got damaged. This one, the battery, you could actually maintain some charge to the battery even though it was damaged, which
Oh.
is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
If you ask me.
It's getting closer to the interesting tests.
Yeah, it is.
They'll get there.
So they say that after the tests, the team observed a sharp drop in energy capacity from 24.7 amp hours to 11.2 amp hours,
What'd they do to damage it? Shoot it?
55% loss. They also recorded a drop in efficiency from 89.6% to 83%. and noted a 17% increase in the pack's thickness.
What did they do to damage it? Did it say?
This was damaged from the extreme heat tests.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Not crash test then.
a lot of the time when the experimental solid state battery folks are showing off that kind of thing, they'll like drive a nail through through the battery pack, stuff like that.
Yep. So it still works under high stress, which is more than what lithium ion could say. So
For sure.
Excellent.
Something. They
Cool.
got something.
something's a brewing.
Something. Hey, just let them cook.
I guess. I wish they'd cook
Let
a
'em
little
cook.
faster. All right, let's go to a continuation of my Eufy-Make E1 review in progress. So if you recall, a couple episodes ago, I did a first impressions for Eufy-Make E1, which is an inkjet resin printer that I backed on Kickstarter last year. It finally showed up a couple of weeks ago, and I've been putting it through its paces in the last couple of weeks with a lot of different kind of objects to print on. I don't know, maybe not a lot, but I have some results here. So to explain, first of all, if you don't remember, it's a box about 2.5 feet long and 18 inches tall and about 20 inches deep. And within that box, it has the equivalent of an inkjet printer for paper, except it prints colored resin. And then each time it lays a layer down, it runs a UV light over it to cure it, so it can continue to print layer upon layer and mix the colors and things like that.
Very cool.
It is really neat technology. That technology in and of itself it's not new, but it's always been very large, big boxes that do it on an industrial level. This was one of the first, if not the first one that you could buy as a consumer and just put on a table and make some stuff with. Last time I showed off a couple of magnets that came out really good, but they were the tests, like they were the built-in ones, like, hey, print this, and look how cool it is. So they've gone in and dialed everything in really well, just like Snapmaker U1 does with their Dragon print.
Yeah.
The first Dragon print you do on there is amazing because they have dialed that thing in perfectly, as long as your printer is functioning. So I started printing some stuff not from the built-in items, and this was one of the things I printed.
Nice.
It is
You designed it yourself? Like
That's so freaking cool.
It's a 32-ounce double-walled steel water bottle that I bought off Amazon, and one of the attachments I have allows for rotary printing on cups and water bottles and things like that. So I loaded it up in there, slapped our logos on each side, set the print to high quality, and you can adjust how many layers you want it. I did 3 white layers and 2 colored layers, so it uses white to build up and make a nice flat surface for the color and the details, and it came out just phenomenally.
That looks
It
amazing.
looks great.
The
Yeah.
That's really good.
colors look fantastic. The detail is great. Our logo, if you haven't looked close at it, all the words are distressed, and so it caught all of that. And it's resin. It's on there good. I'm reading online from a couple different sources that say it is dishwasher safe.
Oh,
So
okay.
I haven't read anything that specifically says it is not. I've read a lot of people say sure it is, and a lot of people say I don't know. So
Good
I
enough.
haven't tested it out yet. Now I did have a failure, and so I had to repurpose that water bottle. I don't know what happened to it, but it was a huge failure. It printed one side okay, and then the other side just looked like trash. And I probably should have not printed over it so I could show it to you. But suffice it to say, it looked terrible, and it might have been a bug in the software or something, because it said it was going to take, and it did. It took like 5 hours to finish. When I calibrated the machine again, did a whole bunch of cleans on the head, and printed the same print, just I redid the project. It took 57 minutes to print the same thing.
Oh, okay.
So I think it was a bug. But anyway, I ended up just covering it in black and then making a whole bunch of tiny logos.
Oh, interesting.
I thought that was on purpose. I thought that looked good.
So it looks like
Oh, yeah.
so it looks like
So-
an embossed. So it
So
looks a
here's
little
the
bit
thing.
embossed.
I covered it
and
in black, and as you let me zoom in, you can see it looks
like
like the
embossed.
logo's embossed just because it's covered in black.
Huh.
And so
Yeah.
it looks like it was on purpose. It was not, though.
Does it spin the water bottle for you?
yeah, it's
yeah.
on
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
on like a lathe.
So you put it on there like this, and it just prints, turns, prints, turns, prints, turns.
Very neat.
Oh, that's cool.
And so this one turned out really cool as well. I did standard quality print on the little logos, so they're not as vibrant as the other one, which is a high quality print. But once again, you can see, you look at it close, even these tiny logos, you can see it doesn't focus very well, but it did the distressed look on the logos there as well. On the
And
letters.
this is standard print quality, not
Standard
the
print quality. I think
yeah.
the only difference really is, I don't think it's any higher resolution or lower resolution. I think it just changes how much ink it lays down
oh.
to make the colors pop more or less. So that turned out really cool. Now, also, I got this idea from Adam Savage's YouTube, but I went on online and got a Elcar's picture from Star Trek. Elcar's is their navigation system, their computer screens, all of
yeah.
that cool stuff, right? And I bought some plexiglass 5x7 sheets, and I printed
Oh, that's
directly
cool.
on
Ooh.
those.
Oh, that's freaking sweet.
So let me show you what it looks like when you put it on a white background.
That's so
It
cool.
comes out really, really cool. And if you look at that, you can also grab a flashlight. I should have one down here. There we
Oh,
go.
I bet backlighting it looks awesome.
And it backlights it. You can't see it in the.
Oh,
It'd
yeah.
probably be, if you should backlight with a piece of paper behind it.
Yeah, the white behind backlight the white behind it.
This paper isn't actual paper. It's like
The
plastic
whiteboard.
stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could put it on a backlit like board, and it would look just like the TV show. And then I realized I did it wrong, and I remembered that on Adam Savage's one, when he did it, he printed it upside down on the other side, so that when you look at it now, it's perfectly flat and shiny, just like on the TV show.
Oh, so you need to I see.
That's cool.
So you
that
just-
makes it. That looks way better.
Yeah, you just
actually.
flip it horizontally,
Yeah.
and then it looks like it's basically just straight out of the show. It is so cool.
Mm.
And the fun thing about that is it's also the cheapest to print, because you only want to do one layer so that you can still get light penetration.
Yeah,
through it.
right.
So
It looks really good though.
yeah, it turned
How big
out,
of a print could you do? Is that the? Could you blow that
So,
up to a bigger size? Like
there's
a,
one other attachment that I got that's a large print bed. Now the thing that's a bummer with that is you have to flip the sides down and have it open to the air while it's printing with resin, so it stinks.
Oh, yeah.
So I've bought a
Got to get a
tent.
hood.
I've
yeah,
bought
or
a tent to put it in, and I'm going to get some filters and just run the air through those filters in the tent, and it should take care of the VOCs and the stink while it runs. But you can do. I have to look up the actual limit on the print size. It's pretty big though. I want to say it's like 13 inches by 15 inches or
Okay.
something.
Okay.
Like, it's a good size.
That's cool.
So that'll be the next thing I test. Is I'll set up that tent and do some large format prints, and see how those go. So anyway, that's the review again so far. Yeah, aside from that weird bug that I had, and I do honestly think after doing a couple of the first prints and doing some test prints where they lay down the colors and things and you look at it, I think my print head came clogged. And I think that was part of the reason. So I did several deep cleans on it until the print tests were almost perfect, and then the quality seemed to really go up. So yeah, it's awesome. It's expensive. It's ridiculously expensive now that it's not on Kickstarter. It's like $2,400 for this unit.
How much of the replacement cartridges and stuff?
The
like
ink cartridges, a full set will run you like another $300 or something
Yeah.
like that, $300-400.
And you don't feel like you're getting close at all with all this with the stuff you printed. Like, how's the usage? Feel like you're-
Usage is pretty good so far. The white gets used a lot more because
Right.
that's the base coat, right?
Mhm.
But the colors, and you can buy white and gray separately because they know that you're going to use that faster. So,
Nice.
but I think I've only used maybe 10% of the ink in the cartridges so far.
Sweet.
Per cartridge, so something around there anyway. But yeah, so far, I'm just having a blast with it. I'm learning how to use this machine, and the results I'm getting are fantastic once it's been dialed in. So there you
Sweet.
go. Let's see, Lando.
Ah, fine. I wonder if you forgot about me. I'm like, I brought good stories this
You
week. You've been
brought
doing
some
everyone else. Jerry's
stories.
done like 2. Owen's done 2. You've done 1. I've done 0.
He's done 2.
Shit.
Carbonation station. Like, you can't forget that.
Yeah, it's okay. I understand my position in the podcast. I know where I rank on the hierarchy. It's fine.
We're just
I
glad,
like being on
we're
the
just
bottom.
glad that you added some stories.
We do less work on the bottom.
It's true. I do.
Moving along. Let's see. Banning more things from China. That's,
I was
there you
prepared
go.
for this story. That's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, this is interesting. So a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, or maybe last year, it's been a while, we talked about the whole debacle with
DJI.
DJI and banning DJI from selling in America. And along those same lines, the FCC is now banning all new routers not made in America from being sold in America. So if you
Just
have
in
a
general, a
in
flat
flat
not
out,
made in America.
if they've already been approved, they're still going to be sold. But from here on out,
Okay.
any foreign-made routers, but approvals for any foreign-made routers will not be approved or issued from here on out. If you have a router, it has to be made in the U.S.
Huh.
Yep, and they're citing all the things that you'd expect, right? We don't trust the Chinese manufacturers. They could be sending packets back home, blah, blah, blah.
What if it's manufactured in like Taiwan?
It
That's
says
not China.
foreign-made routers.
There's a good market here. There's a good market here to use their hardware and create custom U.S. firmware.
They're saying
Somebody
national
should do
security
that.
determination.
What
Go
the
ahead, Owen.
heck?
Yep.
So anyway, I think this is just an interesting thing because I think,
I hate to
unfortunately,
admit
we're
that it
seeing
might
this
be
happening
true.
with more and more electronics in general. What?
I hate to say that there might be something behind that to worry about. Like, I don't think that they made it in just a political, offhanded sense.
You think this one actually has some
No,
credibility behind it?
I think it's kind of like a myth. You know how it started somewhere. I think that maybe one bad apple or one.
Yeah.
It seems
Oh,
like there's
yeah.
probably
There's
some
definitely something like
intelligent.
that.
It probably seems like there's some intelligence behind it, but it's too massive of a project because of how widespread the market is to vet everything, and so they have to blacklist everything because there's no way of knowing which ones.
Interrupting Cal makes a good point. There's no way they can justify this. And they'll have to prove it in court.
Yep.
It's this. This is the same song on repeat for
Yep.
so many of the things this
All
current
of their stuff.
administration have done.
Every
Just
single thing
Do
they
it,
do.
then go to litigation. Do it, then go
Massively
to
disrupt the life of everyone.
like,
And
Here's the-
and
You
then
get
go
it
to
struck down in
litigation.
court.
and all they
Here's
do
the
is they try and
quote.
disrupt the market in the meantime to make it. They get what they want in the short term.
Right. Here's the quote from FCC's chief, Brendan Carr. He says, I welcome this executive branch national security determination, and I am pleased that the FCC has now added foreign-produced routers, which were found to pose an unacceptable national security risk to the FCC's
Seriously.
covered list.
Here's the problem.
Hate that guy. First of all, is there American brands to cover the void, to fill the vacuum? Are there American-made router brands right now enough to?
The only one I can think of, I think Ubiquity's U.S. based.
Oh,
But are they
okay.
made in U.S.?
I don't know if it covers. Does it cover manufactured in the U.S. or
Yeah,
just?
I think
based?
Interrupting Cow says it right. There's none of them are made here. I think they
Yeah,
might. The company might
Link,
be.
Netgear,
They
Taiwan,
might be.
Thailand,
They might
Vietnam.
be. Oh, okay. So we're not banning all external, or is it just Chinese based?
So according to this article, it's all non-American made.
Wow. There's none made here that I know of, manufactured here. There might be companies incorporated in the U.S.
The great
But,
internet blackout of 2027.
Well, so I mean,
They're
it's
just
fine
trying,
for
big.
now.
This is just
because
big
they-
routers trying to make a run on routers.
It's fine.
Everybody
for
go
now
panic buy
because-
routers.
It's fine for now because anything that's already out there is
Already been
fine.
approved.
It's just the new stuff. Yeah, it looks like it's
But
made in China.
I want new stuff too.
Some of it's in Vietnam as well.
How's Jaron
can
going to
see.
buy his managed switches?
in Ubiquity?
He's got to have the new ones.
No, I already have all of them. They manage themselves. I don't need to worry about that.
They're going to be slow. You need next year's model, right?
And they're
Just like you buy a
faster.
new
Yeah, that's
graphics
interesting.
card every year.
Then they're not managing themselves
I
very
think-
well. That's
and
why
I
you
think
buy
this-
a managed one.
By the way, this will impact. I think Cisco's probably made in America.
I highly doubt
I-
it.
You think?
I highly
Yeah,
doubt
there's
it.
no way.
Yeah, I just don't think anything is made here anymore, like in that way. I think they're just like Nvidia, like their stuff isn't made here. Anyway,
Yeah. Where
But
is Cisco
I see that-
equipment made? Multiple countries with
Yeah.
production hubs in India, Mexico, China, Brazil, Czech Republic, and it does have some operations in California.
okay. Well, I look at this from the consumer standpoint. Yeah, that's gonna suck. But there will always be routers available in some sort. But like some companies have specific networking stacks.
Well, let's be
that
serious.
will be
There's
super
no way
disrupted.
that this is going to stick.
No,
And
not
it's
long
just
term.
going to disrupt the market for
Mhm.
the next year, 2 or 3, while it goes through litigation, just like all their other stuff that they throw
It's-
out there.
It's part of flooding the zone.
It's
Yeah.
it's crazy. And the thing that's so frustrating about it too is, let's say that one of these things that they threw out there was actually legitimate. It doesn't matter because there's so much garbage that you can't trust any of it to be accurate or real, right? Especially when you see what he did, what the president did about what was the one we were looking at the other day? It was Anthropic. How he labeled Anthropic as a national
As
security
an-
threat, the same way he does China manufactured goods.
And they got that thrown out in court. Threat to national
Yeah.
security or something that they got labeled as.
But still, the fact that he's throwing it around means that
Yep.
it detracts from the credibility of anything that actually does matter, right? Anyway, getting off my soapbox here. Let's talk about something that's happier, like Microsoft claiming they're going to fix Windows 11.
Microsoft likes to say a lot of things.
do.
They like to say so many things.
They say so many words.
Are they true or not? You have no idea. That's the Microsoft way, and you just wait. You wait to see if it happens or not. More often than not, it doesn't happen, and then they just hope people forget about it. You know, like the whole Windows recall fiasco, and how
Oh
they said
my
they were going
gosh.
to improve that. You know,
Yep.
they took it away and then brought it back and didn't really change anything.
Yep.
This
Right.
is the Microsoft way.
They react to the loudness, and
Yeah.
then they silently, quietly just bring it back.
Yeah, like how all the Xbox fans got upset about them releasing games on other consoles, and then they get a new CEO that says, "We hear you. Xbox is going to be better than ever." They're not changing anything.
We're still going to release everything on everything.
We hear you. We hear you. I love that. we hear you. We just are
We
ignoring
just
it.
don't care.
Anyway, with that context, Microsoft has said that they are hearing the complaints about Windows 11, and they are promising a series of changes focused on performance, reliability, reducing everyday annoyances.
So basically, just their job. They're just.
Yeah,
We promise we're gonna do what we have to do anyway.
they're going to bring features back like taskbar repositioning. Can you believe it? They're
What?
going to
Bring
cut
it-
down on intrusive AI integrations. Yeah, I'll believe
Yeah,
that one.
my
So-
eye.
Not
and
yeah.
give users more control over updates. They say that you can just full on delay Windows updates.
That would be interesting. I just
File
wanna
Explorer is going to get some attention.
just bring back Clippy. You know, that's
Yeah,
all
so-
I want.
We'll see, Microsoft. We know how you work or how you don't work, I should
Yep.
say.
Yep. Indeed. All right. What's this? Am I going to regret this, Lando? You have something here about fingernails.
Oh no, you're not gonna regret this at all.
This
is
isn't a
interesting
gross
story.
Jaren story.
What?
Hey.
No.
okay.
I would
I
never.
take
I would
that.
never do that to
You
you,
said it
Tony.
was-
Jared.
This
intended.
is
Jared, never
I-
change. They love it.
I-
The people love it, Jared.
I know.
They
I give
love
people
us.
what they want.
They love
No.
us.
no.
Yes.
I want to mention just real quick, Tony. I typically put my stories in the most interesting to the least interesting to me.
Okay, Lando.
Just so you
How
know.
long,
Anyway,
how long have we
this is-
been doing this? How
Long enough.
And you just now have decided to tell me this bit of information?
I thought it was common knowledge. It's just
No,
obvious.
No, you just put the stories in.
No, I
put
order
them in
mine.
order?
I work on them.
For crying
Anyhow, so
out
this is the least
loud.
he
interesting
works
story
on
I have.
the one story he usually puts.
This is
And
my
they're
one
ordered.
story, and it is in the order of importance.
Of course.
Wow.
One of one, dude.
That's consistent.
One of one. It's the
You
most
can't-
valuable one of all.
You can't say he's not consistent.
Oh my god.
Anyhow,
Carry
this is
on.
interesting. Chemistry student develops clear nail polish that turns your nails into touchscreen stylus. So if you have a person in your life who is a long nail wearer, you can ask them and say, how do you have to use your touchscreens, like on your iPad, your iPhone, or whatever?
Oh, they have to like
And they're
stretch the thumbs out really
Yep.
flat.
They do this
Yeah.
flat thing, yeah.
Yep.
With this prototype nail polish, you can now turn your fingernails into touch screen compatible. Like use
kinda
the
cool.
stylus, use a touch, which I thought was pretty cool for people who like long nails.
How long
Right?
does it have a shelf life? Like, does it?
I would assume it's as long as it's. I assume it's got to be some sort of conductive material in
Till
the
it rubs
gel.
off,
Yeah, it's
I
conductive
guess?
material.
So some conductive material in the acrylic that
Designed to
hardens.
work through acid-base chemistry. Blah blah blah. I didn't read the story very closely.
But it was.
This was meant to be
okay.
the lightning round for sure. And now you guys want to talk about it in depth. I don't know how it works.
Great.
Go read up paragraph 3. You'll figure it out, Owen.
Great.
I'm not gonna do that. I don't do that on my own story.
I don't have fingernails, so I didn't particularly care. I thought it was kind of cool that they were able to do it. New technology,
Oh,
yo.
Okay.
And
I wanna
actually, even
I
more
need
so,
this- I
I'm
need
surprised that
this-
this wasn't a thing until now. This should have been a thing years ago.
I need this on other things. Like I need a spray that I know, Tony. I
Like
was
what
gonna go
kind of
there.
things?
I was gonna go there, but then I thought, you know what? Let's not. So I need a spray of this that I can put on like work gloves, so I can turn any work glove into like a conductive
Oh yeah, that would be great.
surface
Kind of like Scotch Guard, but for stylus
Yeah.
usage.
for anything.
For LCD screen usage. Or
Yeah, I
touch
wouldn't
screen,
put it on
should say.
anything else though, for sure.
No.
Yeah,
of
so
course.
currently, it's going to be a while. They say that the formulations lose efficiency too quickly, so they're working on ways for it to last longer.
Great.
So, there
All
you go.
right. Speaking of screens, Jaron, you have a screen here about some LCD tech.
This is pretty cool. LG Display, they're starting to mass produce LTPO like LCD displays. So this is tech that you typically find in your smartwatch, so that it can reduce battery drain. This enables always on screens for your smartwatch, and just because it sips power, it brings down the refresh rate to up to 1 hertz, or down to 1 hertz,
Down,
so
yeah.
that it doesn't have to refresh as much. They're doing this for laptop displays, so you could theoretically get 1 hertz, one refresh per second.
How
And
much
while you wouldn't care about always on displays for your laptop, it would preserve battery life by quite a bit. They're saying 45% more efficient with this type of display.
Interesting.
Because if you're just looking at text, it'll bring it down to 1 hertz, and as soon as you start moving your mouse again, it'll clock it back up. So pretty cool tech. I mean, OLED is still better in my opinion.
Well,
But
yeah, because you bring it down to 1 hertz, and especially if you're on a mostly black screen, your energy use is
right.
nil, right? So that was going to be
But-
my question before you said 45%, because the main usage of a screen isn't the refresh, the changing of the LCD pixels, it's the backlight, and the backlight has to stay on.
What you
But the
save though
savings
is
isn't on the
GPU.
GPU. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it makes sense. All right, that's cool. Well, hopefully it makes it to market. Let's see. WWDC was announced. It is June 8th. That's it.
That's
the
it.
announcement.
That's all
Hey,
we know.
maybe we'll see a new Siri. I heard that they wanted to announce that 2 years ago.
It's possible. Yeah, so maybe this year.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right. What's this? What your number one story, Lando? What's your number one story?
So this is interesting. So I was scrolling through
Lightning
Instagram.
round. Here we go.
No, this is a good story actually.
I was scrolling through
That's
Instagram the other day, and I saw this guy making a presentation like Steve Jobs does up on a stage. And it caught my attention. It's for a company called Reflect Orbital, and what their deal is they want to deploy a bunch of satellites up into the atmosphere, and then on the dark side of the Earth, they want to be able to reflect sunlight on demand. So you can basically go on your phone, you can order and say, "Here's my location," and they will
Send me
turn
some
the
energy.
mirrors on these sorry, I put my face in front of the microphone. They'll turn the mirrors on their satellites and reflect sunlight down to your precise location.
I swear we've talked about this before.
Have we talked about this?
I don't think we have to
This-
like a specific
this
location.
is a new article, but I'm pretty sure that someone has already thought of this, and we talked about it in the past.
So right now they're looking to
wonder if
launch up to
it's-
50,000 satellites by 2035.
I wonder if it's the same company or the same person.
Anyhow, it was an interesting article until
I don't like.
I
this.
started doing some research into it. Turns out this is bad. This is a bad idea.
You need the night-
As,
you need
as
the
cool
night
as it
sky.
is,
Yeah.
this is a bad idea. First off, that many satellites, you're going to see that many satellites all the freaking time.
It would screw the weather patterns so much. I'm sure.
The weather
And not only that, but it's going to make the
have
night
the light
sky
at night?
and the whole world lighter. Because of all the extra light in the sky from
Oh,
these
it's just-
satellites.
Think of the disruption to environments or animals that use night to navigate or
Yep.
stuff
Dark
like
Sky
that.
International is very much against this company, what
Mm-hmm.
they're trying to do, saying it disrupts migratory birds for patterns for birds, insect pollination, predator-prey relationships, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like, this is just bad news bears. Bad news bears for this company. So as much as as cool as it is to be able to get some light in a place on demand, like natural
So-
sunlight, this
So
is bad for everybody.
We've talked about this before when we were really talking about Starlink, and a lot of the scientists, astronomers, have complained about Starlink because they do a lot of time lapse telephoto pictures with those big satellites, and what you
Yep.
see is a big white streak across the picture now as one of the Starlink satellites go through. And so you can see all the striations, basically, of all these constellations of
I would
satellites.
assume though that this is geosynchronous. If they're trying to beam sunlight down to you, it's got to be in relation.
I would
It's got to be in
assume-
the same
I would assume they would have
synchronism
to.
as the Earth, right?
Maybe
Yeah.
the dark side changes.
The
every day.
Royal Astronomy
So, I mean-
Association estimates the constellation of satellites could make the night sky 3 to 4 times brighter.
Wow.
Any light doesn't just go. They can't focus it so purely to have it go down in laser focus, right? So it's going to
they-
bleed. It's going to wash out, no matter
according
what.
to the company's website, they say they can get up to 5-kilometer diameter and accuracy.
That's still huge.
It's still
still
huge.
huge.
That's still
wow.
huge.
But the brightness is not great too. So even when they're up to full, so they have to be the full capacity. So they need like 5,000 or more satellites in order to get comparable to daylight. Anything less is much less, right? So for
Right.
instance, they're claiming by 2026 they'll have 2 satellites and they'll be able to get 0.1 lux, which is 5 minutes of light comparable to the full moon, which is still pretty bright.
I don't understand what you
Um,
would need this for, though.
So they're claiming you need
20
it for like a bunch of different
So-
use cases. Construction workers could use it.
Oh, they could do it to like
growing
24/7.
Yeah, growing cycles, extending growing
Agriculture,
cycles.
Right,
But we can already do all this with artificial lights.
right,
Like,
right.
Yep, industrial
Why?
work,
So what-
responsive disaster zones, and search and rescue missions.
So the
that's
way
the one
the
I
way
was
the
thinking was search and rescue. But you can do. I think you could be just as effective with search and rescue at night using infrared on a drone.
Probably.
You know
Anyhow.
what? The way I read just the link for the article and seeing talk about the night sky, I thought, oh, is this another avenue for Starlink where you can pay them money and they'll move the constellation out of your way for the night? Like, can it be night sky as a service now?
That would be interesting.
You know, like
Yeah, and
you can
from
pay to have
my-
a black sky.
I'm pretty sure that Elon Musk and the owner of this company are pretty good friends. So
Oh, there's-
anyhow, it was a whole journey because I saw them like, oh, that's actually pretty cool to be able to do daylight and demand. And then I got
Better-
reading about it. I'm like, oh, this is actually not
a
great.
better
bad.
application
It's
is
a
to find
journey.
a way to a better application is that laser technology we talked about where they use solar rays up in space and then beam the energy back down via laser or something.
Yeah, I'd be more interested in that. 'Cause it's always bright in space. You can collect solar energy 24/7.
And
Anyhow, I thought it was pretty
cosmic
cool,
rays.
interesting
And
journey that I went on. torn about this company and how I thought at first I thought it was awesome, and then I looked at it and did it and did my own research and found out they were awful.
There you
Way
go.
to go. Way to go.
All right, lightning round. Owen, do your last story here.
Let's see. Oh, Walmart. Walmart announced by the end of 2026 they will have digital price labels for every store in the U.S. I hope this epically fails. I hope that there's already a bunch of states that are passing laws because Walmart's basically trying to say, no. This will make it so that what you see on the app and online, everything will match. But we know from experience already that it's for price gouging, right? It's so that they can do supply and demand more efficiently and raise the price of goods depending on either real-time disruptions to the supply chain or perceived ones, right? And that like, oh, it's going to be a cold snap in Colombia this year, so coffee's going to be more expensive, you know? I hope this backfires. I hope that people start shopping at local
Well, we
grocery
should hope
stores.
that anyway.
Yeah. But I'm just saying like I hope it
It
epically
makes a difference. Yeah.
yeah, I hope it epically doesn't go in their favor.
I could see it maybe, but when you actually stand back and look at it, this is no different than Amazon's ever-changing pricing
Yeah.
on all their products at any
True.
given time.
True,
right?
but you
I
can't
hate
go
it.
you
Don't get
can't
me
go
wrong, I
to
don't like
Amazon.
it.
You can't go to Amazon. That's really the only draw of going into a Walmart at this point is physically going and being like, "Oh, that's on sale." Right? Getting
Well,
human
or you
traffic
need it
in
right now,
or you need it right now.
right?
But
I
like
would say that's the main physical draw of going to a Walmart is I need a tomato right now.
yeah, and but
Yeah.
also like if you were shopping for toilet paper and Amazon because they're all online, yeah, they're going to jack the prices up immediately. It's just a couple of key button changes for toilet paper to go up $1 in price.
Oh.
All the sellers. But
Makes
you
it that
could
easy
beat
for-
that
Right.
by going to Walmart and being like, well, it was still not, gouged at Walmart yet, but now they'll have the ability just like Amazon to
Oh yeah, I don't
raise
like it.
prices.
I don't like it. It's just not that different.
Human traffic. Foot traffic, not human trafficking.
Foot trafficking.
But who knows? I don't know. Walmart's a very expensive brand. Maybe they're into that. I don't want to step on their toes, but maybe they're doing
Well,
that.
I'll tell you what they are. Also, I'll tell you what they are into for sure is serving ads to people with Vizio televisions.
Oh yeah.
So if you guys
Did they buy?
remember-
They bought
Awful.
Vizio. They bought
You
Vizio,
remember,
right?
They bought Vizio a couple years
Ugh.
ago, and they just announced that they are merging all of your. No, not yet. That's coming later. But from here forward, if you want to activate a Vizio television, you have to use a Walmart.com account. You
Boo!
can't
That
use
is.
a Vizio account anymore.
Oh, they want that data. That sweet,
They
sweet
want that
data.
and they want to be able to serve up their ads on their platform, right? Their
Vizio,
hardware.
they've
It's
they've
gone.
really gone down.
I wouldn't
Oh,
buy it
for
at this
sure.
point. I wouldn't buy it for that reason
I
alone.
wouldn't buy a Vizio TV at this point for that.
Agreed.
They say that customers who already have an existing Vizio account are being given the option to merge their Vizio account with their Walmart account. Customers with an existing Vizio account can opt out by deleting your Vizio account. You play
Nice.
you play on our game board
Or you don't play.
at all.
Wow.
Awful.
So there you go. Thanks Walmart. Thanks Vizio.
Unbelievable.
All right, Jaron, lightning round, hit it.
Google is making sideloading apps more difficult on Android. They are going to require a setting. Well, they already have a setting, but before, if you tried to sideload an app, they would tell you where that setting was. Now they're removing that breadcrumb trail to get you where you need to be. Now you just have to go find it on your own, and you have to wait a day from when you turn it on
What?
until you can sideload apps.
Whoa.
So like the dev, what do they call it? The development mode or whatever? What do
No,
they
it's
call
not
it?
dev mode. You can
Oh.
sideload without being in dev mode. But
Yeah, I think it is in the developer menu, I would guess.
Oh.
But
Oh yeah,
yeah,
there is an option where I remember that. There's an option that says allow
Yeah.
apps not from the app store.
I don't think it has to be in dev mode to do that. But the fact that there's a 24-hour waiting period, that's crazy.
they're saying it's because of all of these scams of like, oh, your daughter was kidnapped. Please
Yeah.
install this app and wire us money.
That's a thing? I've never
Actually,
heard of that.
it's a thing locally. Like I read the story about here in Utah. Someone cloned the voice of their children using videos from social media.
Sure.
Used AI. They said that we have your child, give us money. But then they called the school where the child was supposed to be at, and the child was there. And so anyway,
Well,
they
no,
say
I get
that
part,
this.
but what app do they want you to install?
I don't know.
Sideload. That's weird. Anyway.
It could be any scam, you know. But they're saying that this requirement should decrease these type of scams, or you can buy an iPhone and not have to worry about that. But then you can't sideload on iPhone.
I was going to say
which
buy an
I
iPhone and
resent.
just
Yeah.
buy an
So
iPhone
you
and just not have to
move
worry
to
about
Europe.
having the option.
Move to Europe. Then you
You're
can
right,
do it.
Owen. You are right.
Move. There's still a way. Technically.
Anyway,
Oh, man.
that's all. They're making it harder in the name of security.
Thanks, I guess.
I get it though.
Can I
like
have another?
when you have those, like they can do anything. Like they can. It's like a man in the middle. It gets every piece of data as it goes. So banking, all the stuff.
All right, Jaron, you can have one more.
Oh, really?
You
Oh,
said,
sweet.
can I have another, right?
Oh, I was talking
Did you
about Google telling us what's right.
Oh, never mind. You don't get another one yet. Then, 'cause
But
it is
I'll
time-
take it.
It is time to go. It's time. It's time to close up shop. The Geek Show Help Desk is wrapping up. Thank you so much for listening or watching. But before we go, big shout out to our awesome Patreon backers, patreon.com/helpdeskarcade, and Lando has some more information on that right now.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for listening to our podcast. Like, we do this every week, and we do it for you. We do it for us. We have a good time doing it. We appreciate you listening to it. If you appreciate us, what we do, and you want to give us a little bit money back, never required, but always thankful for.
Appreciated. Always appreciated.
That's the word.
There you go.
You can give us a digital tip jar. And if you do so, we're going to give you some benefits. So if you give us just $1 a month, one measly dollar a month, you get access to both shows ad-free early with access to the in-between show, which is also known as the Last Call Show. One of these days, I'll get that right. You get access to the super secret Discord, which is super cool. And yeah,
I just
There's
wanted
one more
to be
thing.
thanked about this delivery, Lando. That was very good. Great job.
so good. For $3 or more, ONGPT, $6 or more, special shout in the air. Jaron reads your name. And the great part about that is you can put your name as anything you want in Patreon. So you go in there, you put your name as whatever you want, and Jaron says it. My favorite is when the listeners figure out where they are in the line
Oh,
and
the combos.
start adding on the combo names.
The team ups. Yep. Been loving the
Those
team
are my
ups.
favorite. Yep. So Jaron's going to read those now.
Okay, yes, I will. Thanks, David Broshinsky. Hey, if Grok is used for making inappropriate images, why not us? NVIDIA, most likely. DLSS 5. Get it?
Oh, I get it. Yep.
Aaron
yep.
Faulkner, Connor Keesaw. I spent $400 for a limo. No driver. I spent so much money I have nothing to chauffeur it.
Oh, man. You
That's
know
a good
what?
one.
You know what?
I'll allow it. I'll allow that.
Fantastic.
Appreciates
Wiffle
that
ball, Tony.
joke.
Thanks, guys. You are extra special tech daddies. Fourth Dimension Craft for all your personalized gifts and promotional needs. Expel Landon from Arcade. Jason Eatman. I second the motion to expel Lando from Arcade.
The combo.
Oh, no.
You've been
The
All
motion
in
has
favor?
been put forward. It has been seconded. The motion, if it gets a third, the motion carries. I think that's how it works.
Oh, no.
All those in
close.
favor?
Yeah.
Bernadated peasant. Be the 8-year-old. It's worth it just for Owen's stories. Never trust someone who doesn't like Fallout. Most Tavern. Most speaking. Yeah, I'll check. Have you guys seen a huge erection?
Was that in their combo?
Yeah, another combo. Gyarigarimasu.
So good.
Average Tall Tony, Pieman Graphics, Purveyor of Fine Geeky Stickers, Keslo, Trash Boat, Eric Cruz, last call rating 666, Meh, DP, Lang, my hugs are 90% sarcasm and 100% from behind, Wesley Stewart Lloyd, get out of there, the photo isn't going to take itself. Oh, not get out of there, get out there, the photo isn't going to take itself.
Out of there.
And Lando's Nasal Maggot.
Ah,
Oh, yeah.
All right. Yeah, I think if I remember my Roberts rules correctly, someone puts forward a motion, it gets seconded, and then
It doesn't need a
all
third. It's all those in
all
favor.
in favored, and then a
Yeah.
motion
Then we get a
passes.
vote.
All right. Well, that is the wrong button. We're out of here. Thanks so much for listening to us or watching us, being here with us live. We appreciate you. We'll see you on the next one. Lando, take us out.
You sure about that? You sure? Be an end user.
Sure about that?